Ciao tutti, we have a lot to discuss today. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is day 2 of rehearsals and I have press accreditation online, so I'm able to watch the rehearsals, see the full performances 3 times each and see what the countries are attempting to put onto stage. Now today was an interesting day. We finished off semi-final 1 and started into semi-final 2. I'm pretty sure we did the first half of semi-final 2 and there's a lot to discuss. A lot went on, a lot didn't go on, and it's very difficult to tell a lot about qualification in semi-final 2. I'll put that out there. In the first half, things are looking interesting, to say the least. Like very, very interesting, shockingly interesting. So interesting, in fact, that I can barely even begin to put together thoughts about it. It's, yeah, interesting. But just like yesterday's video, I am going to put up the YouTube clips here so you can see them, and then we are going to just discuss each act, and yeah, we'll go for about 2 minutes per act. I wrote notes. I wrote a lot of notes. So we're going to go through these together on all 10 songs that we heard today. And I was going to say I have a soap for Constructa. I have tea to keep myself going. So 1, Iceland met Hajati Sol. This is polished to perfection. They've really just translated their national final from Söngvakeppnin onto the Eurovision stage. They've changed very little staging wise, however they've obviously got all the new lights. Very deep orange. It's giving sunrise. I was going to say sunset. It's more giving sunrise. Dark coming into light. Very orange. Vocals, perfect. It sounds like the studio version. I mean, yeah, they know what they're doing. It sounds like the studio version. It's quite sparkly. The ground has little like sparkly lights. They're like tiny spotlights that can just go around, and it looks really nice. It's pretty simple, but it's effective. The waterfall and the lights as they rise up over the waterfall, you know, it's a beautiful shot. Iceland are looking great, and I would say that they are in for qualification in semi-final 1. It's hard. Semi-final 1 is hard to call like the lower qualifiers, but I would say, yeah, Iceland have a shot at it. As long as they sparkle on the night, they'll be fine. Okay, second of all, Norway, give a wolf a banana. It's chaotic. They've basically again translated their national final performance onto the Eurovision stage and changed very little about it, apart from just extra colours and adapted the lighting. The astronaut is now up behind them on what looks like a UFO. It's a choice. And yeah, the sun, it kind of gives it a futuristic feel. It kind of puts it in that space vibe, which works well for the song. They have lyrics that show up, so they have that like text that comes out saying like banana, grandma, someone give that wolf a banana, like it's all there. They even have a shot that just cuts to like space and it's like give a wolf a banana. You know, it's typically subwoofer, and it's nothing we haven't seen before from subwoofer, but it looks pretty polished. There's some great camera effects, you know, spinning shots, transitions. Some aren't so good. There's a bit of work that needs to be done with camera angles, but I think they'll probably finish that off. Norway is it's gonna qualify. I don't think I can see a world where Norway won't qualify. It'll be very, very unlikely. I'll be shocked if they don't qualify, to be honest. Okay, Armenia closing semi-final 1, and let me just say, what an entry to close semi-final 1. I was not expecting this to look so good. Polished. It is like the performance, while they were tweaking things throughout the rehearsals, it's very polished. Rosalind's vocals are perfect. She tells a story with the staging, and you have to watch the entire thing to understand it, because it doesn't make sense if you just watch a small part of it. You need to see the entire progression of it. You know, she's starting off singing with her guitar, and then she takes the mic up and gets up from the bed, which looks like it's made of sticky notes. She's in this like sticky note house. It looks strange, but it really works. Background is like blue lighting as well to make it really like, I don't know, it's really nice. And as it progresses, she rips things down from the wall. So she rips down June 22nd, rips down Snap, rips down what else did she rip down? There's a heart. She rips on a couple of things, and then it gets to a point where the stage basically turns so that she's facing the audience in this house, and then they turn it around, like they turn the entire stage around her. You don't notice it. Like, it took me until the third to realize what they were doing. They're flipping the entire house around her and everything in it as well. It's mind-boggling how they did that. And there's this like circle that lights up, and she rips through the circle. The cameras go like up and over, and she's like in the middle of the stage. It looks like she's in the center of the sun, because the sun has the lights, but the thing she's on also has lights. So like, it's not even as if it's a sun. It looks more like it's built in. It's very clever. It is very clever. They have basically made sure that the sun actually makes them look better. It's very good, but you do have to watch the entire thing to see. Armenia is great. I've spoken for way too long about Armenia, but it is great, and I'm really proud of them. So, moving on to semi-final 2 now, we have Finland, Jezebel. Now, the first like clip is Lowry holding this yellow balloon, giving major It vibes. Like, yeah, it's weird. It's not. Someone joked saying that if the EBU want to censor anything, it's that opening shot. It's so true. It's just creepy. It's weird. There's loads of big black balloons on stage, and I'm not sure what you've seen from the YouTube clips of this because I haven't watched them yet. But a lot of big black balloons, but not enough. If like there's only enough to be in the region with the sun. If I was gonna stage it with these black balloons, I would fill the entire stage. Now, obviously, that's a lot of props, but I would fill the entire stage to make it look like it's more worth it, because it doesn't look fully worth it. I think it looks like they've gone half out, not full out. Yeah, something feels missing about it as they kind of sing and move around these big balloons. There's a lot of yellow lighting on the black balloons, which kind of is interesting, bumblebees vibes. And yeah, there's some really good standout moments, like the final chorus where there's a good lot of lighting and just like flashing lights. It looks good. The vocals aren't incredible. They got better, but they're not incredible. I won't lie to you. Yeah, they're not. It's not a standout performance, but I think they may qualify anyway. We'll see. We'll see. It's really hard to call. Okay, next up we have Israel. I was not expecting this to be as good as it is. However, it does a really, really good live performance, save a not so great song. We'll find out. Vocally, pretty much perfect. There are mirrors, like he's starting with mirrors around him, and like the camera's looking this way and he's in the mirror, the camera's looking this way and he's in the mirror. And then, you know, the mirrors disappear and the white lights. They use the floor LED a lot and have these shots from above. So like he's like this, looking up at the LED, or looking up the cameras from standing on the LEDs, which are pulsing and moving. You know I am, as the LEDs are like being squares, red and white squares. So that starts off just being black and white, and then it goes to red and white, and it's quite powerful. It looks really good, and there's a lot of choreo, of course. Some good camera shots. You don't notice the sun because there's a light wall and the lights spin, and it looks very good. And I think that they may have saved the song by the staging. It was one of the best stagings today, and especially from semi-final 2, it was one of the best stagings today. So yeah, I'm torn because I don't think the song should qualify, but it looks like it probably could. Anyway, next up we have Serbia Incorporação. This is a qualifier, guys. This is, I don't know. It's very interesting. You're going to want to watch it again to see what's going on. I think every time you watch it, you'll see something different and you'll notice something you haven't seen before. It's blue. It's very blue. There are subtitles. So in one part, I think it's like what's the secret of Meghan Markle's hair. It just like is like Colia Tinus, bit of a cost Meghan Markle, black screen, and it's just written there. And then it's like Colia Tinus, and like it's really visually interesting. You're like, oh, I've got the translation, but it's fade to black. Coming up soon. It's the national final performance translated on the stage but improved. Constracta she's great. She carries it with her nonchalant, intense personality, and just looking at the camera. Colia Tinus, Trophicos, and Meghan Markle, Colia, like it's so it looks really not quirky. It just looks really good and looks really interesting. I think people are gonna want to watch it back and be like, "What on earth have I just watched?" But like, it's very catching. You're once you see it, you're gonna be like, "Hmm." There are a lot of clapping hands on LEDs at the very sides, like of a wide, really, really wide shot. So the sun looks tiny, and you get these clapping things from like this direction and this direction. They're obviously all clapping. Incredible moment where everything goes red, and it's like what is it? What does it say? It's before the Boże Strawberry bit, I think. It all goes like dark red, and it looks really cultish. Oh yeah, it's the it's before that part. Dark red, cultish vibes as everyone's like this around her. It's it's really good. It's almost perfection, and people are gonna want to watch this back. Vocally, great as well. Serbia is a qualifier, and there's no doubt about that. Next up, Azerbaijan, Fade to Black. There is a lot of fading to black in this. They also use split screens, so I wonder if I may be able to edit this in, the split screen of Azerbaijan to show you what that looks like. So editing Jude, please edit in the Azerbaijan split screen, because it's interesting, and I don't know if you get to see that on the YouTube video. So yeah, if I can do that, I'll do it. It's dark, it's intimate, it's giving Voila, but with stairs. There's a dancer that mimics him, like they're both lying down, and the dancer's mimicking him, and they get up, and yeah, the stairs split at one point off into two, and the dancer's on one side, he's on the other, and they're kind of singing. Well, he is singing at the dancer, and the dancer's responding. There's pulsing red lights a lot as well, and like the last 30 seconds are incredible. Just the rest of the song's a bit boring. But however, the final 30 seconds are probably what people are going to remember when voting. So there is a chance this will qualify based off of those last 30 seconds. They may have saved themselves just by that. Okay, Georgia, lock me in. It's beautiful, but it's like chaos for the like. It's Georgia. It's chaotic. There's mouth pop art in the LEDs singing along with them. There's a lot of good camera work actually. It's engaging, psychedelic, like that kind of hypnotizing black and white swirls. There's so much color in this performance. Their outfits are quirky. There's a box, and you open the box and it reveals that there's a mini Circus Marcus doing the exact same stage show inside the box, and it's just a fun moment. That's so Circus Marcus. The LED floors are great. Why did I write mouths? Oh, mouths. Yeah, there are a lot of mouths on the floor beside them. The sun looks pretty bad though. Like the sun, it's quite annoying that it's there, but it's there and we deal. Okay, next up we have Malta. Now, this feels very Australia Junior Eurovision. It feels very basic, but it's good, and Emma's vocals are perfect. Now this is all gold, like all gold. She's playing the piano, then she stands on top of the piano, and she's on this wee like mini stage. There's a lot of yellow. The sun graphic is like there, but they also kind of make it better by having like stuff come out of the sun. But it is heavily impacted by the sun being there. There are dancers at the end. It's a choice, but her vocals carry. I don't think she'll qualify, sadly. I think it's just too basic. But the only thing is, the song is very catchy, and people are going to be like, girl that can sing. Catchy song. I am what I am is an easy rhythm and an easy melody to get stuck in your head. She could do it. We'll have to wait and see. And finally, we have San Marino. Now, it's a lot, and it may be too much. It is the definition of camp. It's giving Hajati, but toned back, but also toned up. Cowboy Hajati. I'll put it that way. They're semi-transparent LEDs that are like in front of a cage that then open up to reveal that Achilles there. Yeah, there's a lot of just chaos as the camera's moving around between different things. There's a lot of white lights and light shining everywhere. There's a lot of fog. There's a lot of pyro. There is a lot of pyro. There's also a lot of eyes, like everywhere on the stage. There's a lot of eyes. And then yeah, the bull exists. The bull is there, and he's like riding on the bull and spinning on the bull as the guitar solo is happening, and he finishes the song like on the bull as it's doing this. I don't know how he keeps his vocals up. Not that I think they're great, but they're not bad. And the light wall is like half down, or it may be fully down. I didn't really like. I knew it was there, but I don't know how far down the light wall is. I expect it's down to the ground, but because I didn't notice the sun in it, but there's just so much going on, I could barely pay attention. Now personally, I don't like the song, so that may have impacted how I viewed it, but it wasn't great to me. It really wasn't that great. It wasn't all like it was just yeah, it was a bit meh, in my opinion. It didn't give. I think they give too much, which just detracts from the whole thing. If they had maybe left out one element of what they had, like if they'd left out maybe the cages, or they'd left out the bull. The bull is quite iconic though. Then maybe it would look better. But there's just so much going on. Like there's so much going on, and it's hard to concentrate on it, and it's hard to see really what's happening because there's so much. But I don't know. It could qualify. It's, but it was my least favorite thing I watched today. I won't lie. And that's it. That's what's happened today from the second rehearsals. Now, obviously, we have first rehearsals from the Big Five today. Now, we'll get to see those on TikTok, not on YouTube. They may already be out by the time you're watching this video. I don't know when this is going up because I have exam tomorrow. This time tomorrow, I'll be doing an exam. So, yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, let me know what you think about the YouTube clips you've seen, and if what I've said has given you any more insight, and from what else you've heard, who do you think is going to qualify, who do you think does not have a hope, especially from semi-final 2, but we've heard half of, we're just less than half of today. I would be really interested to know what you think, and yeah, that is all the time that I have for today. So if you do like this video, then don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, do all of that great stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.